My name is Tommy Bishop, TOMMY BISHOP, and I'm running for re-election for District 3 School Board for MISD.
My name is Reagan, Hignojos. It's Reagan, and my last name is spelled Hignojos. And I'm running for the MISD School Board for District 3.
Well, running for re-election, the most important thing to me is first is our students, the care and love I have for all of our students, and also for our staff, and to see that every child has an opportunity to get an education. So if and when they do leave Midland ISD and go off to college, then they have options on if they want to go to college, if they want to go military, and or if they want to go out to the world, being able to work or going to a CTE school to further their career.
Well, there's a lot of reasons for that. I'm already involved in the district as it is. I'm a volunteer. I served on the advisory board for Idea Permian Basin, which right now is running Idea Travis. I'm also a volunteer in different capacities, whether it's volunteering to beautify our campuses or helping out with committees in the district, such as the District Educational Improvement Committee or the Long Range Facilities Planning Committee. But more importantly, I'm running because I'm a parent, and I have a child at Legacy Freshman. As we all know, that campus has had a lot of issues, and I felt like, I have been proactive going to that campus last year to make sure that campus is ready for my daughter to attend school this year. Of course, there's still some issues there, but I'm running as a parent. There's a lot of things that need addressing. I mean, that's the kind way of saying it. We've got a lot of problems that we need to fix, and I want my daughter to have a high quality education. And after 16 years of the same leadership in this district, I think it's time for change, and I believe I'm the person to bring that change and move Midland ISD forward.
Well, one of the biggest things that's facing the district, is make sure that we continue the work that's been for us in this last year. We had some academic success, but we want to continue to do that. But one of the things that we want to do is keeping our leader, the leader of our district, doing a retention and trying to keep that person in place so that we'll have somebody to go to that's academically strong. So that's one of my main concerns right now. And then looking at the programs that's being offered to our students as well has been some concerns of our community.
That's a big question because there's so many big issues. If there was a top three, I would say there's obviously academics. We've been failing as a district for over a decade and a half. I mean, that's just the facts. So academics, safety and security, which is another thing that I'm very frustrated about as a parent, because I graduated a month after Columbine, and there's no reason why we only have 18 officers. That's not even enough staff for officer on each campus. So safety and security, and then facilities. I mean, they're crumbling, and we haven't had the leadership to get our facilities addressed and repaired, because just like everything else, facilities have a shelf life as well.
Well, the greatest accomplishment is up to now is our academic scores from last year, and then we were able to. Dr. Ramsey was able to bring in a good academic team, some people that's been at districts that have done turnarounds to keep us moving forward.
There are not very many, but I believe that the in-district charters have been a huge win for the district. We've been, we had David Crockett Elementary taken over by the state, and we brought in Idea Schools to run Travis, because Travis was ranked one of the lowest schools in the state of Texas, the second largest state in the country. And they've been able to do what MISD hasn't done in over a decade and a half, they were able to do it in 2 years. And so I believe that I can't forget also Sam Houston College Prep and YWLA. They have gone above and beyond their obligations as an in-district charter, and they've done extremely well. And they've turned around. They've helped this district move from a D to a B. So with that, the in-district charters and the partnerships, the 1882 partnerships, those have probably been the only shining light in a district that has been in decline for over a decade and a half.
Well, I look for a new superintendent, someone that has led a team, that has experience, that's had some success, that is community oriented as well, that they can be out in the community, be transparent, be open, be honest, and just be willing to go to work and make sure that our students and our staff and our safety is first.
First and foremost, want to find someone who's not looking to pad their resume and move on somewhere else. I'm in construction, and one of the principles that we have, it's pretty simple, but it's profound. We measure twice and we cut once. So if we do our diligence and we look for the right person, someone who's willing to stay the course and follow through, willing to put in the work and honor our teachers by staying long enough to implement all the things that we have currently going, and willing to work with our 1882 partnerships and our in-district charters, I think we'll have somebody that will stay the course and stay, because we've had, again, in the past decade and a half, more than a handful, at least 5 or 6 superintendents, and just the past 6, 7 years. And, that's not a great selling point when you're trying to bring somebody here.
By keeping the district moving forward academically is having the right people in place. One, and that starts in the classroom. Make sure our teachers are happy doing what they're doing, having the opportunities to teach the way that they feel they need to teach to get the curriculum across to our students. And then it goes on to our principal, make sure that we have a good principal on our campuses. Then it goes up, to our executive directors, and also to our assistant superintendents, our superintendents, not to micromanage the people at the campus level, but be there for support, and seeing that those principals and teachers have what they need in their classrooms to be successful.
So I believe that one of the things that we need to do is follow through on curriculum. Teachers have constantly said this. I was married to a teacher, and one of the frustrations is the curriculum has changed, so they got to relearn the program that they're implementing. And when you're constantly changing curriculum and programs that you're using, that there's an adjustment time to that. And then there is no follow through if you're switching it every 2-3 years. So we got to start there. Then we got to start with discipline, because it's hard to teach a class when you have one individual disrupting the entire class, because you're losing teaching time. I mean, you can't teach a class while you're trying to take care of a child who needs either to be in the office or at math, or they need their parent to come over to the school and talk to them and just say, hey, that's not acceptable. So discipline is another issue that can help with academics, because you can't teach when you're always trying to get a child that's disrupting the class to behave.
Well, what I want people to know about me is I do what I say I'm going to do. I believe I have the honesty and integrity of doing what I say I'll do. I'm very transparent in our community as far as attending athletic events, band concerts, and then being on the campuses, being able to do tours of the campus, visit with the principal, get to go to some classrooms and see the students and teachers engaged. So those things are very important to me, because that's where the the rubber meets the road is right there in the classroom?
I was born in Midland. I was raised in Midland. I went through MISD. I attended Travis as a child, and I graduated in 1999. And what I want them to know that they don't already know or can find out about me is I feel I have a calling to serve my community that has done so much for me. My parents were 16 years old when they had me, and sometimes MISD was the only place that I got a meal or central heating and air or even discipline. And if it wasn't for those teachers and those custodians and those coaches and those lunch ladies, I wouldn't be here. And so I feel it's a calling on my life to give back to a district that has done so much for me, to be a successful business owner, to be a community involved parent and a taxpayer. I believe it's my duty and my responsibility to give back.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy what I do. I'm gonna continue enjoying what I do, and that's serving our students and also serving our teachers in our district and our community. I just believe that the things that we've accomplished going forward, I think it is a plus for what we're trying to do and continue doing that, and just being that person that's approachable and a good listener to our community.
I believe Midland's best days are ahead of us. I think if we look back and see that the leadership in my district for the past 16 years is riddled with academic failure, facilities failure, safety and security that hasn't changed since I was in high school. I think if we look back, we can see that it's time for change, and moving forward, there's a lot of opportunity for success and to improve. And Midland's always been a community that looks forward. We're innovators. We like to do away with what's not working and try new things. And we're not afraid of change. We're not afraid to go in a different direction because we know what's best for Midland.